I gotta get my exercise on, okay? Alright, I gotta get warmed up. It's extra cold this morning. It's one of those weeks. This angle. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's just right. Be alright. Oh, alright. Should have thrown some background music today. That would have been good. Only thing about that is I gotta find that royalty-free stuff since we're on YouTube. So I usually just do music on the workout videos because I can do that pretty easily that way. Little jump rope with no rope. Just jumping. I wonder if having a light weight in my hand would be a good idea for jump rope. Like 1 pound weights in your hand while you're doing jump ropes without a rope. Might be a good idea. Move my feet around a little different. Just trying to get warmed up here. Okay. Bounce around. Bouncing around. It's a good bounce. A little bit of running in place. Sometimes you gotta warm yourself up gradually, especially when you're in an extra cold room and an extra cold day. Once you're good and warmed up, and your whole body's warm, you let go no more. You feel good. Eventually you feel warm and good to go. Get everything loosened up. I like any kind of twisting motion like this, even like this, even if you're just staying still, but also when you twist and bring the heel up. I like any kind of twisting motion because it warms your band around here. Warms up your core, including your lower back, and gets your back feeling good. Some people get tight backs. Some good twisting motion. Warm up all those muscles in your back. Feel way less tight. Feel way better. I'll use the microphone next time, okay guys? Skipped out on that today. Yeah, usually, as of late anyway, I have a little microphone that I hook up before I go live. I'll definitely always use it when I make a video, you know, so. Those workout videos are really good. You guys should follow along to some of them. Any of you guys get snow? Got a little bit, but nothing stuck. We're supposed to get more at the end of the week. I'm taking my time getting warm today. I want to make sure I'm ready to go. I want to perform well in my workout. Whew. Get my swing kicks, get my hamstrings loosened up, ready to go for smacking on the back. A few more stretches for me before I'm ready to go. So here on this channel, I do live workouts, probably the most. And then I do whole bunch of follow along pre-recorded workouts for you guys, where it's free fitness kickboxing workouts. I don't usually do a lot of static stretching at the beginning of workouts. I usually say that at the end. That's better, but today I kind of feel like I need some. So we'll do a little bit of static stretching, just gently, just a little bit of static stretching, because I just feel like I need it today. The muscles are cold. I'm warming them up, stretching. I want to make sure they're good to go. Yeah, these stretches I'm doing right now, I usually don't do till the end. But it's just one of those days I feel like I might actually need to do the stretches first. They say static stretching in the beginning will slow you down, but you know, it didn't back in the old days, you know. Back in the days when I was in Taekwondo school, I was just static stretching first. It never slowed us down. Actually, it was very interesting. They did all their stretching in the beginning. No stretching at the end. So, that would usually end with free sparring. Then after the sparring, they dismiss the class. Fun days. Alright, I think I'm about ready to start on the back. Who's with me? Any of you new folks can hit that subscribe button. If you guys feel like jumping on your back at home, maybe, you know, I'm not doing a follow along, but I might give you ideas. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to start punching. I'm going to start off a little slow, huh? I'm going to start off a little easy. Sometimes it's good to do your techniques a little slower to make sure you're throwing it correctly, right? To make sure you're working on it, pulling your hands back, face, right? I like to keep my hands about here. Some people like to keep them way up here, you know? I like mine right around my cheekbones, kind of about this height, about the height of my cheekbones. Over here, just kind of protecting the ears just a little bit, or at least I'm real close to it. It doesn't take much movement to do blocks. I can tell I'm not completely loose yet. My kicks still feel a little slow. So I'm not 100%, not completely warmed up yet. That's what I mean. The kicks feel a little slow to me. When you guys got dogs at home, say what I did this winter. You know, unrelated to what I'm doing, right? But I bought a doghouse heater. Let me tell you, that sucker works great. Just got it off Amazon. Check the temperature. It's 28 degrees outside, 57 degrees in the doghouse. I'm like, hey, that works. combo. Jab, cross, knee. What I do? Jab, punching. I did it again there, yeah. Jab, cross, knee, cross, jab, kick. Cross, jab, kick on the way out. I like it. Turn this a little bit. I feel like when I landed my knee on the line where it sits together, I feel like I can feel it rub. You don't want to get bag burned. But also, it's going to rub if you slide on the bag. So really, I guess when you're in the bag, you don't really want to be coming up anymore. You want to be going into it by the time you hit the bag. I'm going to make sure I think about that on my knees today, so I don't get back burn. That's more like it. It's a little off that time. Elbow, back to punch. Kind of a jammed up punch. You're really too close to the punch. You can almost do the elbow again, but you have to lean in. Right, elbow, back fist, punch. I'm stepping backwards for that punch, right? Elbow, back fist, punch. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I come in, I'm getting out. If I'm on my way out, popping them just because I can, stepping back with the jab. Slightly jammed up on the jab. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes just get the strike in there while you're trying to get out. You have an opening, why not throw it? Right? That's what I've always thought. If you have an opening, why not throw it? I'm gonna practice southpaw a little bit. It doesn't look like it to you guys. The camera's reversed. This is my right hand. Feels a little weird going jab to my right. It's interesting. Going to jab my right hand with my left hand. Going to jab the left hand. Okay, feels normal. I can go my right hand. Of course, also have an issue with the shoulder too. But practice, I'm gonna notice. I guess just because of the nature of this arm, I don't know. With my right hand on a jab, it's easier for me to do a Wing Chun style vertical punch than it is for me to do a regular twist over the last second jab. And you know, I always tell people, throw whichever punch that you know you can land with your first two knuckles. That's more important than whether you twist your hand over or not. Keep your wrist locked straight and strong. And hit with the first two knuckles. Make sure you make a tight grip at the moment of impact or right before the moment of impact. All that so you don't hurt your hand. look sometimes, make sure I'm still on camera. These vertical wides are real narrow. But they won't push your horizontal wides. So, you gotta be vertical and nobody sees it. I'm warmed up pretty decently now. I think it's time for me to throw in some extra kicks. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Lots of content on this channel. I'm going to switch sides. Feels different. Feels different when you switch sides. You're more used to having one side in the front than the other. Feels funny when you switch. I still think it's good to train from regular stance and from southpaw. I think it's good to train from both, so that you can use that however you like. Alright, something's going to help me. I just thought of when I was doing it. When I first went for that switch kick, you probably couldn't see it because it was on this side. When I first started going for that switch kick, I went like this. See this hand? It came down some. So, something that I'm thinking that'll keep me from doing that is when I throw the switch kick, automatically think about doing this, right, from my other hand. So to make sure I don't bring it down, purposely bring it up instead. And I feel like that also helps. Doing that with this hand, I feel like it helps keep this hand up until the moment the kick's being thrown. Because you don't want this hand to swing until the kick's going out. It's a good idea to also do the same thing with the turning kicks, because it can be real easy to drop your hands down when you're doing stuff like that. So I think with that also, I'm going to think about hold the back hand up to the head, like that. I see a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to throw spin kicks where people go for step one, like this, like they're going to spin themselves with their arms. That's not necessary. You don't got to use your arms for momentum on a spinning strike. You're getting that from this. You're turning your shoulders completely over and looking at your target. You turn, look at your target, then throw, you know. So you don't need to load with your arms. Matter of fact, it's not smart. It's not smart trying to load with your arms. You'll leave yourself wide open. Go on a spin kick, keep your guard up, and throw that spin. That's what you need to do. You don't need to do this loading. That's not necessary. Guard up. spin, kick. Okay? Pull my batting out from the wall, huh? I've also seen some hook punch tutorials, right? That tell you not to hook with your hand sideways, turn it this way, and I understand why. Say because you get your elbow up, you might get into it more. But come on, man. If you ever watch boxing, different boxers throw it in different ways. Some throw with a vertical, some throw with that. Some even come around with it upwards. You know, depending on what they're trying to do with it. But I definitely understand until you drop. Maybe even with your shoulder, and then you get your shoulder into it more. Like for me, my wrist actually feels more stable on the hook punch if my hand stays vertical on the hook punch, as opposed to when I flip it over. My wrist doesn't feel quite as stable that way. I'm probably doing something wrong, it might be all it is. But with my hands vertical, it feels stable. And it's back as hard as I want. The main thing really is that as long as you're throwing your punch, where you're going to keep yourself safe, right? You can improve the details later on. But first off, you just keep your hands safe. Land with the first two knuckles. Keep your wrist locked out in a straight line. Have a good grip on your closed hand. With the moment of impact, you want to make sure you're gripping down so that everything's tight and strong and supported. Somebody else into the chat. How you doing? Kimura lock. That's a jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah, well, two issues with that. One, I don't have a person to do it on. And two, I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy, I'm a striker. Very limited jiu-jitsu. I did about 6 months worth of jiu-jitsu, so I need way more grappling. I've been doing this combo a lot lately. It's just fun to me. I even like the way it sounds. We're going in elbow to elbow. On the way out, back fist, step back and jab. Alright, I want to go a little bit better side kick, so let me get this so I can wall some. I want it to stick all the way out in my side kick. You know, you have side kicks, right? You can just throw a side kick like that, it's okay. But if you turn your hip all the way over, it's better. Like that. See, I didn't put much more effort into that kick to get the extra power as opposed to the first kick. I just make sure I turn my hip all the way over, right? So instead of just picking it up and throwing it, I pick it up, throw it, and oof, all the way over. You know, it's almost like I'm turning my back to the bag. So look at the camera. The first way I was doing it, right? You pick up, you're looking at it the whole time, you throw your kick, it's okay. But you have more power if you turn your hip over like that. Can you see the difference? See the difference? Boom. That last extra step. That last step gives you a little bit extra power. Versus that. But you still gonna need some power. And maybe you don't want to give your back up as much. You know? But it's still got enough power to do something. But then you want to fully commit to that side kick, twist it over. It is about time for you to get a new bag. I've been banging on this bag so much that when I was hitting it just then, I could feel the plastic core of this bag. It is time for a new one. When this bag was new, it didn't matter how hard you hit it, you wouldn't feel the plastic core. I have another bag now that somebody threw out, so I took it, that they barely used, but it's not the same design, right? It's that, the old school version. You see it back in the corner over there? The old school version, where you gotta move the thing up and down to change your targets. This one I don't gotta move up and down, it just is what it is. I like it way better. But I need a new one. Let me see if I can get some extra power on my round kick. That too also is about turning your hip over, right? If you just open your leg, you're limiting yourself as opposed to turning your hip all the way over. Then a lot of it's the timing, right? You get your hip turned over at just the right time, all that good stuff. I feel like I can go way harder. Also, another way to get power in your round kick, it's a bit of a telegraph, but a lot of people use it and don't care, right? That's the way Boss Rutan likes to do it. It's a step first, right? Step. Step. So you're not having to twist in the ball of your foot to get your pivot. You're just stepping. You're going way more of a telegraph, but you might be able to get more power. You don't have to do as much of a twist while you're throwing the kick, like this. Now something I'm trying to work on is making sure my hands always go where they're supposed to be. So like I was saying earlier, you that we're here then, certain moves, if I notice, if I feel myself where I'm dropping my hands on a certain move, I'm going to start thinking about when I throw that move, reach for my head when I throw that move. So if I felt like his hand was dropping, when I throw this kick, I want to reach up with it when I throw the kick. When I think about reaching up, I'll try to get rid of that bad habit, right? I feel like where I have a worse habit of that though, when I throw my hand strikes, the bad habit of bringing it back too low. So, I always try to improve, you know? See what I did there? Spinning side kick a few times, then spin around, tornado kick. And then take the side kick coming. The main time you get a tornado kick to actually work for real is if you fake them out, or if they're going backwards and you're just chasing them with it. How many people we got here today? Howdy everybody. Hit that subscribe button, all right folks? Spinning crescent. It was very interesting. I was watching a video where someone threw a twist kick and called it a crescent kick. I wonder if perhaps a different martial art calls us by different names than what I did. Because for me, this is a twist kick. When your knee comes this way, and then twist back, right? Boom, that's a twist kick. And a crescent kick is a circle. Maybe that's different somewhere else, but that's the way they taught me in Taekwondo. It said this is a twist kick. Then it teaches that until, I don't know, like second degree black belt or something. And this is a crescent kick, which that you learn basically on day one. I like the twist kick way better though. It's a sneaky kick. The sneaky kick is they don't know what you're doing with your leg. Your leg's pointing this way, and then it torques back in a weird way. Have fun with it, you know? If you're just here for a workout, have fun with it, okay? I'm even gonna throw my hook kicks though. I think it's my worst kick. Hook kick. I consider it my worst kick because I have less power on that kick than all my other kicks, right? So, could be the nature of the kick, or it could just be I was never great at hook kicks. It could be either one. I've watched a few different videos talking about how to get more power in a hook kick. One of them's talking about practice exercising the muscles that do that. Which I guess makes sense. I also got some ideas watching some other ones. For one, it works for me sometimes when I start doing it, is instead of throwing a real hook kick, imagine I'm coming in with a weird angle side kick, right? But I can't kick as high when I do that. Or can I? Oh no, I'm not sure. This is what it is. Alright, let's throw some knees. Double time. Fun workouts, guys. It's really fun workouts to bang on my back. Great exercise too. Proof's in the pudding. Go back and look at my earliest workout videos I recorded on this channel, and my more recent ones, and you'll see that I've got a bunch of weight, and you'll also see my technique improved a lot. I'm not as bad about having my hands down. When I first started, I was real bad about dropping my hands. I would even do like this. I would go whoop, whoop. Before you see that, before I feel a punch sometimes, it would come down and go out. I think that is a leftover bad habit from all those years of Taekwondo. See, when you're taught how to punch, you should be taught how to punch from a fighting stance, where you're punching from up here and bringing it back to up here. That's not how Taekwondo, or I think even karate, that's not how they do it. They teach you in a way you'll never do it, where you're coming down from here. And so your punch is kind of coming from here a lot of times when you're doing Taekwondo karate instead of coming from your face like it should, right? So I think a lot of that is it's overcoming leftover bad habits from Taekwondo. Don't get me wrong, Taekwondo is great for kicking. But I think Taekwondo and karate both need to restructure their training. They should do it a little bit more like kickboxing, right? The way I see it, Taekwondo and karate would be maybe the best striking arts there was if they got rid of doing this stuff. They need to go to fighting stance punches. Fighting stance punches. They don't need any of this getting your horse stance and throw your punching stuff. That just teaches bad habits. I believe it should be from fighting stance. And then you're gonna bag right between shadow blocks, fighting stance, jab, cross, jab, cross. That's all they have to do in order to greatly improve the martial art and get your fundamentals down way better, right? They don't, in my experience, they didn't really start teaching you to do the right thing until they let you start sparring, which was like 6 months in, right? So for 6 months, all your punches were like this, or from kata, right? Before they finally start teaching you how to do it right. So I found that kind of wild. They just teach you how to do it right from the beginning. Anyway, enough of my rant. I think some of that is because Taekwondo karate, I don't think they're ever originally meant for one-on-one fighting. Right? Most of these old school martial arts, they weren't made for sport. They were made for like battlefield. We didn't have weapons. So they were teaching you to, I think, there's people all around you fighting, right? So you're turning and blocking something and punching and turning, blocking, punching. Not a lot of time for all this stuff when it's like that. I think it could still work, like kata styles. Could still work if you're stuck in some kind of barroom brawl. But I mean, best thing to do in that situation is go for the door, right? Get out of there. You don't want to be in a situation like that. Yeah. Like I was talking about earlier, right? If I do a technique and I feel my hand's supposed to be up dropping, I'm going to reach for the head. You just notice just there, my first round of those kicks, I felt his hand dropping. I don't know if it really did, but I felt like it was. So I bet it probably dropped here. So I'm going to reach up to make sure it doesn't drop. See, stay up way better. I got my footing off during that though. It's a brutal hook punch. I'm going to make a workout video soon for people that have trouble doing my regular ones. I want to make like an easy button workout or something for people that are, I guess I should say, severely out of shape. Maybe you can't do the normal ones. I'll make a workout video for you guys soon, where instead of coming in here and going and trying to expect you guys to do it, I'm going to do something softer. You're like, all right, just the 1, the 2, and 3. Oh, can't throw a kick? Just pick your leg up and sit it down. Can't do that? Just do the 1, 2, 3, and reset. And go at your own speed. But I think I'm going to make an easy one. An easy button one. For guys that can't do my regular workouts. We're doing this stuff, doing burpees, right? We do burpees, jump kicks, all sorts of stuff like that in my normal workouts. Plyometric stuff, all sorts of fun stuff. But I'm going to make an easier one for you guys that can't do that. Where I'm just going to take it easy. Boom, 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 boom. I think anybody, if you can stand in front of a bag, anybody can go easy button mode. 1s and 2s. Maybe some 3s and 4s. You know, and what I'll do is while I'm doing it, I'll tell you to make sure you're turning your body into it. Coming up on your back heel and your cross. Turn your shoulder all the way and jab. And just do it easy. Make it light for the people that can't do the full force one. I think it'd be a good idea. That way I can help a wider range of people get in shape, you know. Because right now, the people that probably like my channel the most are probably people that have done at least a little bit of martial arts before and know how to get up and kick a bag, right? Y'all know the oblique kick? I love the kick. He goes up and kicks the inside of the knee with your shoe, with your heel. Would not want something like that landing on me. It's a Kyokushin. So yeah, Kyokushin karate uses that kick a lot. The oblique kick. Burned out, make sure you have a good workout. You're gonna start throwing some more shots here, right? Just gonna speed it up. But be careful when I speed it up not to do this, like I just did. Hand comes up. Away from the wall. Everybody still doing good? How's it going, folks? All right. We're gonna work out up. Guess I should do some burpees. I need to do it on the side too. Gotta catch my breath first. First row break of the day. I don't like doing something on just one side. You gotta do it on both sides. But burpees really take the breath out of you. Maybe in a few months from now, they won't take the breath out of me no more. It's actually what I'm shooting for. Thinking about the summertime, maybe I could do 20, 30 in a row without running out of breath, huh? You can hear that? Maybe. All right, burpee kicks again. I'm gonna face this way because I gotta angle myself different, kick with the right leg. So do it from here, trying to make sure my whole body's gonna be in the camera close enough. Let's go. I believe that was 10. I think maybe a little bit more jump training. As do some jump squats. This is when you start making mistakes. You out of breath, start hitting the bag. Really focus on trying to make sure you keep your hands up while you're tired, out of breath. Hope you guys have been enjoying this workout. Check back for more. Check out the video section for follow along workouts. Everything from 10-minute quick fixes to hour-long workouts. Everything in between, we got them. Even martial art instruction videos. Got at least a couple of those. Got a stretch routine on there. Lots of workouts. Lots of workouts. There's even one, there's a circuit training one that's really good. And there's a choose your own workout one. 10, 30, 45. Where you get to choose with clear stopping points. If you want to do a 10-minute workout, 30-minute workout, or a 45-minute workout. And then there's a 10-minute bonus after the 45 mark. So those are great videos to look into. Make sure y'all hit subscribe, okay? I'm going to start cooling it down, getting ready to go. Doesn't mean I can't kick the bag a little bit. Just because I'm cooling down doesn't mean I can't get the bag. Just maybe put me a little tense with it, right? Just cool it down with a light kick. Light, but let's get the knee up high. Anytime you raise your knee above your belly button, your core's involved. So, it's a good thing to keep in mind. Alright, it's about time to stretch, everybody. Hit the subscribe button if you've not already. I'm going to stretch it out. I did most of my static stretching at the beginning this time, so I'm just going to keep my stretching super simple. Super simple hamstring stretch here. Twice on both sides. Because you always seem to get a better stretch the second time when you loosen yourself up a little bit. Other side. Stand up. And a twist. Right? Alright, child's pose. Child's pose, one of my favorites. Stretch that lower back out. Reach the left. Reach the right. Back to the middle, and cobra. All right, hand up to my feet. Boom. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Come back and see me next time. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Maybe a little bit earlier. All right, guys. Keep kicking it.